Welcome to the channel. Leo never loses. You're about to see how I use the anchor system to crush NAB erosion, control drawdowns, and stay green in any market. This isn't theory. It's real money, real trades, and a real plan to hit $1 million and beyond. So subscribe and share this with anyone chasing high-yield ETFs. You need to have a plan. You need to follow it. So let's dive into this week's portfolio, okay? You know how I always start. Come here. Total return, right there. Okay? JPST, my anchor. I bought the 40 I wanted to buy. I pushed it to 200 shares. I need to push this to 500 to secure this portfolio. Alti, 401 shares, $40 down, within 100 pips. All my positions are within 100 pips. They're all in the money. Within 100 pips from wherever the price is. MSTY, I bought more shares. $325 down. I have over 1,576. I will always be within 100 pips away from wherever the price is. Connie, $126 down, 1,676 shares. Tesla, I sold some Tesla. I brought her down to 1,501. I'm up $285. NVDY, I bought some NVDY. She went under my average. Remember, I always buy 50 pips below my average, or 75 pips, or 100 pips. Okay? 100 pips down is the safest play. So I bought 25 shares. I always bought on lots of 25. So NVDY, I bought another 25 shares. I'm up right now $440. SMCY, 351 shares. I'm up 144. TSYY, these are from Granite shares. Down $3, 276 shares. COYY, this one is also from Granite shares. $128 down, 276 shares. And HIMS, I have one share. This is, remember in my last video I said I was going to start doing the options, the cover calls and the puts, to bring extra income while we're falling right now, okay? To balance the portfolio and bring extra income. So I did an options last week on her. So we'll go over it. Now this, I was only going to stick to these ETFs doing the options, but I'm going to move, span, okay? There's no need to stay there. While we continue to fall, I will continue to do options and bring extra income. Now, this is the one I did last week. I'm going to show it to you. But I have here AT&T, Walmart, ABNB, and Cisco, Verizon, Sophie. I really like this one right here, Sophie. $20-some she's trading. I have this position in my other portfolios. Moss, well, I really like this one too. I have it in my other portfolios as well. Lyft and American Airlines. These are the ones that I'm watching. Okay, and these are for next week, Monday. Remember, I'm going to do the options only 5 days. In and out, 5 days. So I'm going to do another one again with her next week. HIMS this Monday. And then all these are on the watch list. Okay. AT&T, ABNB, Cisco, Boss, Sophie, American, Lyft, all of these are on the watch list, okay? Now, let's go take a look at, so you could see the options, the option I did on Monday. Okay, right here. Monday, I did this option with her. Strike price, 41. Okay, I'm going to show you right now. First, I'm going to show you. I closed it on Friday, okay? I paid $28, and I closed it right before, almost 3 o'clock at 2:56, and I collected, and I paid to close this position $28, okay? Because I didn't want to keep it. It was right there. My strike price was at 41, and I believe she closed higher than 41. But that was my strike price, 41. And when everything was said and done, she closed right there. Right now she's trading at 429, so above my strike price. But I want to do another options with her Monday again, because I'm thinking she's going to fall even more. So I'm going to do another one. So you see, I paid $28. Okay, now let me show you the original option. Right here. That's what I paid to close it, $28. And that's when I got it. On the 3rd, strike price 41. They paid me $140. Okay? They paid me $140. I was on the 3rd. That was Monday. 5 days. Okay? In and out. So I paid $28. So I kept $112. That's what I kept from this position. So I'm going to do it again with all of them. I'm going to start building this up until the market turns around. Income will be coming in. Okay? So that's what I told you I was going to do, and I did it. So let's go back to the portfolio. Right here, Fiat. She's not meeting payment expectation. That's why I got rid of her. Remember, I follow my rules. I don't make any excuse for none of them. Okay, right there. You see? Let's see here, right here. I got rid of her on the 6th. Okay? 258. I collected $907. I didn't lose anything. I made money, but I got rid of her because she's not making payment expectation. She's paying 4 cents. Okay, now she's trading at $2.55, but she's supposed to be right here. From $1 to $5.99, she needs to pay 25 cents. Okay, she's not averaging that anymore. She's averaging around 16 cents a month. So that's why I cut her off. That's it. Okay? So that's the thing. When you follow the system, it tells you when to cut her off. It's that simple. So that's why she was out and she's done. Now, let's go back to the portfolio. Okay. Right here. Let's go to MSTY. Everybody's running and crying because everything's falling down, right? They were not prepared for this. Well, it's the way it is. So let's go check out MSTY. Right here. MSTY. She made a payment. My average is $9.90. She went all the way down to $8.86. Okay, I'm gonna wait for her to see if she falls again. I'm gonna keep buying her. My average $9.90. I'm right there with her. Now she paid a distribution right here. 16 cents. Okay, that's what she paid. Now she's trading at around $9 or $10. So let's check this out. She falls now on this category. She needs to be paying 50 cents a month. Okay? So she paid 16 cents. So let's do the math here. 0.16 times 4, that's 64 cents a month. She's supposed to pay 50. She's overpaying. Okay, she's falling. Well, that's too bad if you don't have a system. If you don't follow a system and you buy wherever you think you're going to buy, that happens then. So you need to have a structure. You need to follow a system. Okay, in my opinion, I'm going to still buy her. Okay, because she's making payment expectation. Is that simple. Now, let's go back to the portfolio. So you see, everyone is within 100 pips away from my average. Now, this is what I want to say because I see everybody here running now, okay? And they just don't know what they're doing. Now, trading is the hardest, easiest thing you'll ever do, okay? There's really no other job like it. You are your own boss. You don't have to report to anyone. And you can trade from anywhere in the world. You make all the decisions. And that's exactly why it's so hard. Okay? You've got to know a little bit about technical and a little bit about fundamentals. You've got to decide when to get in and when to get out. But here's the truth. The herd is always wrong. If they were right, every retail trader would be profitable. And we know that's not the case. In my opinion, MSTY is down because the underlying strategy is down. Okay? Is that simple. Now, if you believe Bitcoin is going higher, then strategy should eventually follow. And so will MSTY. That's what I believe. That's why I created this system to trade these high yield ETFs. And I stick to the plan, the anchor system, no emotions. I buy when the system tells me to buy. I sell when the system tells me to sell. That's it. That's why you see everyone else running and panicking. And I'm still here. I'm staying the course. I built this other system, the options, cover calls, because you have to adapt as the market moves. You cannot stay behind, because if you stay behind, you lose. So, in my opinion, stay the course. Now, the markets are falling. Okay, I'm going to move to 100 pips strictly. 100 pips until everything settles. It's that simple. That's why I'm going to move. I told you last week, MSTY over 1,000 shares, 100 pips. Connie, 100 pips. Tesla, 100 pips. NVIDIA, at least 75. And so on. That's it. I'm adjusting to the markets, okay? That's all I'm doing. Adjusting. You need to adjust. You just can't sit there and relax and think everything's going to be fine. No, you got to make moves, okay? Now, we will be on an up. If the markets will be going up, if MSTY will be going up, then I would move to 50 pips because she's going up. But now she's going down, I'm going to move to 100 pips. I'm not going to use any more 75. I'm not going to use any more 25. And I'll get her down. Make no mistake, okay? And remember, like I always say, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my anchor system, a strategy I'm developing through research, experience, and real results with these YieldMax ETFs. So if you're thinking about doing something similar, make sure you do your own research, trust your own process, and build a system that fits your goal. This system works for me, okay? Very important I get that in. You need to know what you're doing. You need to create your own things, okay? And you cannot be following the herd. That's the worst thing you could do. Anyways, you know what's time? I'll tell you what's time. It's time for my coffee. That's what's time. That's what's time. Anyways, it's been rough, but hey, I have a system, I have a plan, and I'm going to continue to do the plan. It's that simple. I'm still here and I will be here. Make no mistake. It's just a little setback. That's all. That's all. Just a little setback. No big deal. You know, like I mentioned last week, I'm going to start doing the options, the cover calls, the secure cash puts, just to generate a little extra income while we're in this downturn, okay? You have to be creative. You have to evolve. You got to make changes as the market dictates it, okay? Or else you'll fall behind. It's that simple, okay? And that's what I did. The changes. What did I do? Add the options, bring extra income, and continue. That's it. So, anyways, I think I'm done here. So like I always say, may the winners be on our side. And I'll see you soon.